Which, by the way, everybody, welcome. You're listening to the We Cool podcast. I'm your host, Tommy, joined me by my other hosts, Grant and Ryan. And today we have a special guest, local hilarious stand-up comedian and COVID denier, Daniel Williams.
What up?
Thanks for coming on the pod, man.
Hey, appreciate you guys having me, man. What's up?
Wait, so what happened with the scooter lady on the scooter?
She was a CBS reporter, Nina Kapoor, 26.
What the fuck?
A CVS reporter?
CBS.
It would be crazy if CBS had their own reporters.
I'm for CBS News, and they're like, "Get out of here! There's no news."
She's like, I'm live outside of the local CVS.
At the
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
She's on Fox News.
Yeah.
It was going like 20 miles an hour, dog, and she died.
Did she fall?
Yeah, what?
It like hit something, she hit her head.
That's not out of the ordinary, though. I mean, if you're going
fast.
if you're going 20 miles an hour and you hit your head, like
It's not out of the ordinary,
on like
but
on like a super hard thing.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem with these live. I'm having a stroke. I have a stroke. That's how I'm talking about how embarrassing it is. Someone else died.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with these Lime scooters is no one wants to wear a helmet on them because
it
you're
looks
renting
stupid.
it, and B, you look really
stupid as
You
hell.
look stupid without a helmet on a Lime scooter, which is
Yeah.
part of the fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to have like a twirly hat.
It's
helmet.
way more embarrassing to wear a helmet on a Lime scooter than it is to die on a Lime scooter.
I did know a
agree.
guy who just
I stand by
Frankly,
that
I agree.
100%.
I know a guy who just broke out like all his teeth and messed up his face just from riding one of those drunk, and it's
Really?
I don't know. That's better than wearing a helmet, honestly.
Damn, dude. Anyways, that brings us to our sponsor for today's episode, Lime Scooters. Don't wear a helmet on it.
Yeah, so
That's their tagline.
Don't wear a helmet.
Yeah.
So, Daniel, this is the first time we've seen you since comedy has just kind of been over, I guess, or not in full effect. What's new, man? What's going on?
Shit, I was at the crib, dog, Netflix, whatever. Neighborhood burned down, just regular shit, just
regular stuff.
typical,
Wasn't your neighborhood was like pretty affected by like the protesting and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm like 3 or 4 blocks down from the precincts.
So that's not the house with the pool.
No, that's Roseville.
Oh, okay.
Daniel did grow up with a house with
Yeah,
with
he
an
grew up with a
indoor
house
pool.
with a pool.
Oh my God, here
It's
we
my favorite
go.
fact about Daniel.
Daniel
Yeah.
is the most privileged one out of all.
I'm not.
In a wild, unprecedented
Turn of events. Daniel
the
has
black man on
money.
the podcast.
Y'all were wasting your whiteness. Don't get mad at me. Wasted it.
Damn. Well, for those of you just kind of listening for the first time, this is the podcast where we apologize for things, demand apologies, air grievances. I don't know if we're gonna do this right now. Oh wait, before we get to Daniel's thing, can I do the longest lie? I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a cliffhanger from
last episode. All right, so I'm apologizing to my friend Evan. This is the longest lie I've ever told. Okay, so we were on traveling. We're like 6th grade. We're on a traveling basketball team, and Evan's the best player. He's always been like the best. I mean, he was like my best friend growing up. He almost went D1. I mean, he's a star athlete, But I was a good player too. Not the best, but we were very like, I was like point guard, he's shooting guard, but we were very.
You were the hustler of the team.
I was the hustler.
The team would be like,
Wait,
good
what
hustle,
sport?
good
What sport
hustle.
is it?
What?
What sport? Do you want in what?
Basketball.
Oh, okay, all
well,
right.
he had, I don't know. He was good. He's always been really good. Is the point. So one day, like practice or after a game or whatever, Evan, we're just talking shit about who can beat who in 2K. It's like 2007.
Sure.
And he's like, I bust you in 2K, and I'm like, I've never played 2K. Like I've never played, but you're just like, I can't let Evan be good at another thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'll fucking kill you in 2K, bro. Like, don't. And he's just like, all right, let's play after practice. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I have a PS2 at home, and I was like, oh, I do have a copy of 2K actually. So we go to my house, and I'm setting up 2K, and I put the game on expert mode against the computer. Because I was setting the game up, and I was like, I can't face this L. Like, I can't do it. I'm sweating. But then I just see, like, Evan wasn't paying attention. I mean, we are, like, 11 or 12. You can pull these, pranks or whatever, and, they go under the rug. Yeah. And so he's playing the computer on expert mode, and the whole time I'm just like, you know, with the thing, just like, and he's just like, dude, what the fuck? And like, clearly, like, there's no circle under my player. Like, it's so clearly the computer, but I'm fucking him up, and I beat him by like 50 points, and he's just like, damn, I guess you are really good at 2K, and I'm like, yeah, you fucking better believe it, you piece of shit. Anyways, cut to sophomore year of high school. We're at my friend Toma's place, and they're playing 2K, and I get there, they're all there, and they're all playing 2K. It's like a 2K tournament, and I was just like, oh man, Tommy's here. Like nobody. Like,
Tommy's gonna score 300
we're like 16
points.
at this point, and he's like, dude, no one can see Tommy in 2K, and I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, I completely forgot about it. Yeah, I forgot about it. He's like, bro, remember you just beat me by like 60 points at your house, and I'm just like, oh yeah, dude, I lied. It was a lie. I lied for this, and he was really pissed. But it's the longest lie I've ever told.
That's like my favorite type of lie ever is when you lie for basically no reason. Like when somebody asks you if you've seen a movie and you're just like, yes, but you haven't, and then all of a sudden it's like,
yeah. When people ask you if you've seen a movie, I just want to be like, yeah, just like me. That's
Yeah,
when I
them to
say
think
yes,
I'm
I
cool.
don't. I just want to say just, yeah, but like me.
I
you
get
know?
lying about seeing a movie though, because sometimes you know that like if you haven't seen the movie, then they're gonna have to explain up to the point that they were gonna want to talk to you about anyways. So it's so much easier to just go yeah, and then
The conversation
wait for
ends.
them to get to the point, and then go yeah, that was cool when that happened.
Yeah.
I never see any movie, so I don't care to lie.
You're
You just haven't been
anti-movies.
watching Netflix.
The last movie I saw was, what's that movie called? Captain Marvel?
Oh,
With the chick?
What's that movie called? Avengers.
Was it?
Fucking-
How long ago was that? Like 2 or 3 years?
No, it was well.
well, are
yeah.
you talking like in a theater?
Brie
Is that the
Larson?
only way you consider it actually
Oh,
seeing
I mean,
a
like as far
movie?
as new movies, yeah. I don't watch movies at home. I watch old movies.
What do you watch?
Yeah, like give us.
Yeah,
give
what's
us-
on the
watch
queue?
Mafia. I just watch like Scarface, Goodfellas, Casino, Donnie Brasco,
Yeah.
over and over.
You're
It's
just
like
like,
you're-
you're just like I was 14 years old at one point, and I
Yes.
never changed.
I was gonna
The
say it's like you're
classics,
trapped
man.
in that personality.
The classics, dog.
Yeah.
Their story is my story.
Yeah.
And
too,
you're
man.
you're a beer delivery man, right? For
No, who told you this?
Somebody told me that you were like.
thought I heard that.
Yeah.
Daniel,
I think
who
you
are
told
you?
us that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's your-
dude.
That's Smezrud. He does that. I don't do that.
What's your job?
I don't do nothing. It's COVID.
Okay.
I'm a black man in America.
Okay,
That's a full-time job, dog.
Daniel was one of the
That's
most. You've always been like so mysterious. I would have been like, yeah, what do you do for work? And then you just be like, don't worry about it. And I'm just like, all right, that's as far as that conversation's going, I guess. You know.
I'm not working right now. I'm doing this online what is it, like thing to build websites. It's a little
Okay.
online boot camp. I've just been doing that the last couple months. Yeah,
An
So is that
online
like coding
boot.
then, or?
So like a.
online boot camp. You do push-ups and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Drop down. Drop down and give
Some
me
guidance,
and
y'all.
code.
Give me 2 cyber push-ups.
Yeah.
You know what else sucks?
You're a
is like,
maggot.
what you're saying with like asking Daniel what he does, and then because Daniel, you've done that to me too, where you're like, don't worry about it,
And
then
I'm
I'm
like-
like, okay, I won't worry about it. But then here's the twist: I'm laying in bed at night and I do worry about it. I'm like, what does Daniel do?
Yeah, that's the thing about telling someone not to worry about it. I wasn't at all, and it just started.
I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm just having invasive thoughts about what Daniel could be doing for a job.
Yeah, cause yeah, I was
Tossing
like,
and turning. Daniel, what does he do?
Just waking
yeah,
up. Yeah.
Daniel like shows up with like a beamer, and I'm just like, man, what's going on right now? Like, can this guy give me one piece of information about his life?
Daniel's the wealthiest unemployed man in the history of the world.
I'm like Kramer of Seinfeld. Like, what does he do? No one knows.
Really, you are like
Yeah,
Black
you-
Kramer.
Blame her.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, just kind of popping in, funny, you know, and then you're out.
Well, okay. Here's the other thing too, though. Every time I've asked someone what they do, and then if they have like a big person job, like an adult job, I never understand what it actually is. You know, like I'm curious. They tell me, and then I still, I have as little of an idea of what they actually do as I did before they asked.
It's also one of those things where like you really don't care most of the time, you know?
Well, it's like a conversation thing, you know.
Yeah.
I know, but like, who fucking like?
Yeah, it
Do you
doesn't-
ever? Sometimes I go to like family things, and some of my aunts and uncles will be like, "Oh, like what have you been up to these days?" And I can just see on their face that they don't care about the answers that I'm giving them. So it's just like,
But your family, so they have to ask.
Like
Yeah.
formalities, basically.
yeah.
Well, dude,
I like
But
my-
not understanding people's jobs. It's like, what do you do? And they're like, oh, I do marketing for a company that makes this product that's imported and exported through this one. And it's like, what'd you major in? And they're like, theater. I majored in theater. And it's like, oh, I guess college is a joke.
You know what the worst is like my ex-girlfriend, she told me what she did and it had something to do, like her explanation was so convoluted that then like my mom, I'm talking to my mom about my girlfriend at the time, then my mom's like, oh, what does she do? Now it's secondhand, so I'm telling her what I think she does, which is so like, she told me like, oh, I'm like technically an insurance rep that I do this, this, and this. And then like by the time I'm telling my mom, I'm like, yeah, I think she like scams people. I don't know. She did say the phrase scam people.
Well, that's what's awesome about that we all learned during COVID now is that like everybody who actually has your term a big boy job, is that like like an
big
adult
person job.
a big person job.
Yeah, health insurance
over
and a 401k.
job.
All those jobs are just fucking fake.
Yeah.
Like once
Yeah.
it happened, everybody was like,
We got short
you
king
can,
jobs.
Yeah, you can just like go. You
Working
can
at
just
the
go
Pancake
home.
House.
Yeah. So now you have to work at the Pancake House, and like it is so funny that like the people who are just shit on by everybody are now, we just call them essential workers, and then that's supposed to like fix it all. It's
Dude, there's nothing worse than working at the. I like working at the Pancake House a lot. But like, I have to wear my mask, and then no one else. Like, none of the customers are wearing masks, and then they're telling me how they think the numbers are inflated, and I'm just like, yeah.
Speaking of masks, Daniel, you've been going around and snatching people's masks and burning them. Can you speak on this?
I'm an American.
There you go, baby. That's all you need to know.
This is how we find out Daniel actually works at Target. He just goes around customers taking their masks off.
Yeah. So, Daniel, is there anything else you want to catch us up on, like that you've been doing the past few months? Otherwise, I'm gonna get into some of your posts.
I've just been chilling, dog. You just, you know.
This makes us seem so aggressive because
Same thing as you guys, man. Just kicking it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any quarantine?
I've been fishing. I've been fishing a little bit.
Okay.
Got my fishing license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you fishing?
Just at the lake.
Wait, okay.
James Stanley
Yes.
told us an interesting story about a fishing trip that you two attempted to go on.
Will you
Could
tell us the story?
No, we like took some little detour that you weren't supposed to be on, and then we like made 2 more turns you weren't supposed to make, and then this cop just pulls him over, not me, him. And then James just like played all like innocent, like he's like, I don't know what a misdemeanor is, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I think the cop was annoyed, just let us go.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what happened once you actually got to the fishing?
Oh,
because wasn't it
hold on.
late at night?
Yeah, it was like the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
it was like
wasn't it?
midnight. Yeah,
Okay.
we're
First of
like-
all, James, like, what are you doing bringing people fishing in the
Wait, so
middle
you
of
guys
the night?
decided
This
to
is-
fish at midnight?
You guys were at CCU, right?
we were at
This
Corner
is
Bar.
wait, is this not during quarantine?
This is during quarantine. We
Yeah.
did a really bad job of setting this story up.
I think a show got canceled at Corner Bar, so we just made plans, and then it took like so long to like drive there and get all the gear, and then just get to the lake or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, we got there, we're kicking it, and then this car pulls up with this guy. He's like wearing like a
plague mask?
like a eyes wide shut. What's that shit? Like with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
duck bill like
Yeah.
mask.
Oh yeah.
With
the,
like
like
a
the
plague
like
doctor.
the
Yeah.
Like
plague
this
doctor
chick.
mask.
And then he like comes at us like, why are you guys out fishing so late? I'm like, you think we're the weird ones right now? We're the weird ones in this scenario? Like,
Wait, those
Wait,
like
so it's-
creepy animal masks with
Yeah.
like the big nose that people wear, like
the
sex.
14th century like bubonic plague doctors.
and the
What?
girl was hot. I don't know, like what he must have a big dick. I don't know what it was.
Did the girl have the mask too?
No, she was regular style. Like,
Dude, what if it was
know
like
what's
what if it was
crazy?
like a Tinder date where she was like, man, what the fuck? Like,
He's like, I know you're supposed to wear a mask,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to
He's
be
like,
cool.
I know a spot, and then brings her out this dock, and he's like, what are you guys doing at my weird spot? You're in my weird spot right now.
What do you think they were there to do?
I don't
Because
know.
was she dressed up or no? Just
So
him?
like they're into like some like witchy shit or something, like sorcery. Is that a real thing? Is that like a
Well,
white
Yeah, they
people thing? Do y'all do that?
they casted the spell on the moon.
That does, if we
hex,
can
yeah.
tangent real quick.
Tangent away.
That does on Twitter right now. There's this big thing where here's the problem with like people not getting bullied as much as they used to. I think I'm not
Yeah.
saying like we need bullying, but in this case, I think
Shame can be useful.
Here's
It's
the
a real
thing. Here's the thing. On Twitter, there's like a bunch of people who genuinely think they're witches, right? Which like is truly just the same people in high school who would go around like I'm a vampire. And it's like, but you're not. It's
Yeah.
a made up bullshit thing.
Oh man, we're gonna
But
get in trouble for this.
Here's the thing. Witches aren't real. If
we're
you
gonna
think
get hexed.
okay, hex me, because here's what a hex is. Here's what a hex
This
is.
is fucked up,
A hex
dude.
is literally just someone going, ooh, I'm gonna think some nasty things about you, and it's like, oh, word, but you're not gonna tell me any of those things because I'm fine then. I'm immune to that. That doesn't hurt me.
Ryan does not speak for the entire We Cool podcast.
Hex me,
I agree with
I
Ryan.
respect all witches and or warlocks.
other kin. Yes, I believe in
Hex
all
me.
of it.
I'm applying as a postal worker. You can't take anything else away from me.
Like,
you know what I mean?
you're a woman who thinks bad thoughts about me.
Oh, no.
That's every woman in my life. Okay, big whoop.
Yeah.
What are you, my mom?
What are you, my current ex and future girlfriends? What the fuck? And my mom.
And everybody.
And my mom.
Couple of my boys too.
Women I've never actually even talked to. What are you?
Yeah.
Just every woman.
I just think it's funny how like no one in our generation is very religious, and then they're just like, well, I'll just do another thing. I'll just be in astrology.
I'll just do like a Harry Potter religion.
Yeah, I'll just have a new religion and then think I'm like cool
That's
about
the thing
it or
too,
whatever.
like the Church of Satan is such an outrageous thing because it's like their idea is like I hate organized religion. I want to dismantle organized religion. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to organize my own religion.
That'll show them.
Where their bad guys are a good guy. What do you think about that, son? It's like, yeah, it sounds like you're just not molesting as many kids. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Have you guys
still
met
letting
any
them-
witches? Have you met any?
I dated one.
Or like those girls have like the rocks in their bed. You guys seen the
Yes.
girls with the rocks?
Wait, with the rocks in the bed?
like
Girls
the
have
stones.
like rocks in their bed and their
I
dresser.
don't know about it. Oh, on the dresser, yeah.
What is that?
Well, okay, so my
Tommy believes in this now. He's like, okay, actually, this.
Tommy,
idea-
do you have rocks on your dresser?
no, I don't have the rocks. I just remember my
Tommy is his girlfriend. He just puts a wig on and starts playing with the rocks.
my girlfriend. She got like a little baggie of like stones or
Crystals.
crystals or minerals, whatever, something like that. And she's like, yeah, I just read a thing and they had healing power and I bought this for like $16. And then she's like, and I think they work. And then she made me lay down and she put one at my forehead,
Your
my
chakras.
nose, all my chakras. And she's like, do you feel different? I'm like, in my boxers. I'm like, I think I do feel a little different.
Boner.
I'm like,
that?
yeah, I think it's working actually. I feel different. Nothing was happening.
That's the thing, though. If you're dating someone who believes in that, you kind of have to just like play along a little bit, you know? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
I dated a woman who was like really into that, and if I would be like, yeah, I don't believe in that, it would turn into a fight. So it's easier to just be like, yeah, the magic rocks are real, than to. Also, what even is a mineral? I thought that was like the same thing as a vitamin, you know? Like you take your,
Yeah.
your essential vitamins, your essential
Also,
minerals.
are they putting that shit in the water? Is that where mineral
Mineral
water
water.
is? Mm-hmm. So that's really
So
minerals.
maybe it is magic, because that's good for you.
I don't know. I think it's something. I read a thing that like every
You guys are like, this is such a dumb conversation that I can't even really follow.
I read a
at
thing
this
that
point.
baseball players like MLB pitchers they like put like the stones or whatever on
Well,
their
pitchers
arms
are really
'cause they think it
superstitious,
heals.
though, aren't they?
Yup.
You know. So part of me is just kind of like, well, I mean, they are really good at pitching. So
Dude, pitchers are so funny. Like Doc Ellis, I think, was the dude who just was like
On acid?
super high on acid and threw a no-no. Like,
dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, what a legend. I could probably do that if I was on acid too,
Yeah,
I think, though. So it's like,
I
not
think
that
I
big of a
did do
deal.
that on
Yeah,
acid.
Like, for sure.
I did that
one
in my
time.
mind on acid.
Yeah.
All right, so Daniel. So the podcast. It's about airing grievances or apologizing. Daniel, you've had
this-
some fantastic Facebook posts over the past few months. I mean, it's one of the main reasons I log on. I'm just like, I have to see what Daniel's up to. Yeah.
So this is a segment that I guess we're just going to do with Daniel called What Did You Mean By This?
yeah. What did you
right.
mean? So this one I think is a day ago. I've liked every one, by the way.
Yeah, they are good posts. They're
Everyone-
funny.
We're your biggest fans.
I'm smashing a like down on all this, but he goes.
Gone full big brain mode.
He goes, first of all, he goes, Dwight Howard isn't, quote, stupid for not
Facts.
believing in vaccinations. Google Tuskegee experiment. I hope I'm
Tuskegee.
pronouncing Tuskegee experiment, and you will understand why a substantial part of the black community distrusts vaccinations as well as most medical information and institutions. I think it's a good take.
I do think that's a good take, for the most part.
All right, what's wrong with it?
I
Do you,
think
do you want anybody who commented to apologize for that take?
Who commented on that?
Brody commented.
A lot of people called you. A lot of people are calling you out.
They were?
Yeah, a lot of people are going.
Daniel just doesn't read the comments.
Wait, do you read the comments?
I mean, I do, but I don't take anything negatively. I feel like people are just goof. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know.
What were they saying?
Can someone here go on? Go on Daniel Williams.
Oh, yeah, I'm pulling it up. Hold on. That was mostly just Brody.
Okay, here's the thing. I agree with the sentiment that, like, it makes sense that the black community would distrust the government and the CDC in terms of, like, vaccines and stuff, because there's a history of the government abusing that. But the problem is then, like, Dwight Howard also just doesn't believe in wearing a mask or social distancing, which are, like, I don't know, like, kind of common sense things of, like...
Yeah, but he's also just an athlete.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
What's the worst that's going to happen
like,
if he gets it?
What I kind of get mad at is when people are like, man, this athlete who's only really good at the one thing said something not smart. And I'm like, yeah, that's... Sure.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I don't know. Yeah.
Dwight Howard has like 13 kids.
That's not very smart.
He
That
doesn't
seems
crunch
like
the
a
numbers
dumb
on
thing.
anything.
Yeah.
He has 13 kids.
I just think it's funny to see a lot of people just chiming in to tell you how you're wrong on something that doesn't matter at all. That's such a funny pastime that's going on right now. That,
It's like, when did Facebook become like the official record?
yeah.
You know, like, this is what I actually
and-
think. This is my true
This
feelings
needs
on
to
whatever
be
I'm
corrected,
saying.
Yeah.
This is something that I've seen too, is that it's become, I mean, Facebook has always just fucking sucked, but it's gotten so much worse during COVID because we're all like in a network of comedians, and comedians are just fucking unbearable on social media because they'll say, like, what I've noticed, I have way less patience for like giving a comic kind of the benefit of the doubt on a Facebook post than I would in like a stand-up club. Like, I realize like jokes just don't hit the same on a Facebook post, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of comics are expecting them to. That's why I like what you're doing instead.
but
You're like using it for the right thing.
But other comics aren't reading it. They should be reading it and be like, okay, so Daniel's like kind of making a point, but also being like goofy and trying to be
little
like
tongue in
humorous
cheek.
about it.
Yeah.
Because I'll like shit on Biden because he's just like a fucking moron. I don't know. And,
Well,
also,
and
he's
also-
like running for president. This is what we do as like the public. We just kind of shit on everybody, and then people are like, but Trump's bad, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't say anything about
We've
that.
talked about this before, but like, yeah, we're going to critique Biden a lot more than we are Trump, because Biden is someone I'm going to have to vote for. So I would like to air my grievances because there's a chance that like maybe policy will be affected by that. Donald Trump, by criticizing him, you're not accomplishing anything because he's never going to do anything that's good for you.
Yeah,
You know what I
fucking
mean?
Riley
Like,
Cosgrove will just come in and be like, I'll be like, hey, Biden's an idiot. And they're like, do you want another 4 years of Trump? And I'm like, why did you get
yeah,
mad?
why are you jumping to that?
Why?
No.
Can we all just be like,
There
Yeah,
are
there's
legitimate
a-
things to be worried about with Biden. He's telling black people they're not black. He's maybe
yeah.
had a sexual
just-
assault thing. I mean,
I just think it's weird how some comics are the squares. Like, it used to be like the audience was squares. Comics were the ones giving you a unique view on
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Now the comics are squares agreeing with like the establishment,
Yeah.
getting mad at someone trying to make fun of the establishment. Like,
Yeah, and then all my friends
thought-
are just like, yeah, that was funny. I don't know.
And now Dwight
get it.
Howard is like a comedian, basically.
Comedy Central presents.
Dude, Comedy Central presents Dwight Howard. I would watch that.
Yeah, it would rock.
I would watch it too.
Daniel Williams. I'm gonna start a Daniel Williams debunks Ben Shapiro debunking video series. Now, that
that's
was
a
a
good-
lot.
that's a really good
That
one.
was really good. What would be some Ben Shapiro videos that you would debunk?
Or what
Just-
inspired that?
Well,
post?
Yeah,
the
what
main
is-
one I saw was he had that debunks systemic racism or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, most of this shit's like cherry picked weird angles that's like
Yeah.
not even true. Like, I can do the same thing against your arguments, you know, but
Yeah.
he just says dumb stuff. He'll be like, oh, most millionaires didn't inherit their money, but their parents paid for their college or, you know, helped them start
Yeah.
their business. Like, you can't, you know, include all that in that statistic. Like, it doesn't.
They still had a leg up.
Yeah,
Like,
he just overlooks certain things.
I would love to see a Daniel Williams debunks Judaism video.
I gotta say though, I fucking hate Ben Shapiro, but it's one of those things again where like I kind of wish I had the like balls as a white man to be like, here's the take. I can debunk systematic racism. Like what?
Well, I would want Daniel Williams if he made that video series, which I already think you debunked it right there.
Yeah.
But I would want you to do it in also Ben Shapiro voice, where you just be like, logically, you just can't. If you look at the statistics, I mean, if you
don't care about your feelings.
If you take the statistics and you put them all the statistics in the facts and the statistics out there, and then you logically look at it, you know that your conclusion was false.
What if somebody made a video series where they're rebunking systematic racism?
Yeah. What about Dwight Howard dunking on Ben Shapiro?
What about Dwight
That'd be
Howard
pretty fucking cool.
dunking on systematic racism?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
See, now we're getting somewhere.
See, this is a forum of discussion. This is a
But no, most of my
This is a
posts
town
are just
hall.
like some random tweet I saw. I'm like replying to them, like, oh, nothing against personal against anyone.
yeah,
but-
dude. You need to get on Twitter. Like, take
Yeah.
this over to Twitter. Take it.
'Cause
Come
you gotta
play with
get out-
us.
you
We'll
gotta
get
get
you in
out
a
of the
DM room. Come on.
You got to get out of the comment section on Facebook. It ruins it.
Yeah.
Anything you post on Facebook, it's just
the
you have
problem with-
comedians commenting and they fucking ruin the joke.
And it's also not young comedians. It's like comedians who are in their 50s who don't understand like being
Yeah.
ironic online or being like a
completely
little tongue in
black-pilled.
cheek.
Yeah. Like everybody is like uniformly their brain is fucked on Twitter. And on Facebook it's like you have the generational divide still where it's like on Twitter it's more of like a uniformed like broken brain.
You know,
Dude,
you know what?
I remember. Sorry.
I would just say real quick, the main difference between Facebook and Twitter is people on Facebook are still like, yeah, support the troops, and people on Twitter are like, oh, fuck the troops, dude.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, I just
insane?
killed the troop.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dude, I posted on Facebook when I was running the Acadia open mic, and this is like when I realized like because it like made me nervous. I was also like 20 at the time, you know. So I was running the Acadia, and this meme was done before. I was like a little ahead of the meme for this because it's been done in open mics before. But it was just 9/11, the plane going into a building, and it's just like me, like whatever open mic, the audience is a building, and comedians on Facebook were like, whoa, edgy man here. And I was like, wait, haven't we just been doing 9/11 memes for 5 years on Twitter? I was like so confused. People were just like, oh shit, Tommy, you went off or like this is crazy.
Local edgelord post Pearl Harbor meme.
And I was so just not trying to be edgy at all. And I was like, no, dude, is 9/11 LOL.
I'm
You
not
know?
trying to be edgy. This 9/11 is just funny.
I was
I
like-
thought we all agreed on
was like,
it.
Enough time has passed now where we can, as a nation, collectively laugh about 9/11.
I always thought like stand-up comedians were like ADHD, like wild childs, not like uptight, whatever. Like, how dare you say this? Like,
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
Well, that's
people.
completely like. I mean, it seems like it's going away even more and more. Like, I know so many comedians who have just stopped being funny, like almost on purpose. It seems like they're just like, how dare you come in this group chat full of comedians and try and make a joke right now? And it's just like,
Yeah.
you're right. You are so right. Like that.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, and it's me. And it makes me mad that you're doing this on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. Maybe we should save this for the Facebook
Yeah.
walls.
So, Daniel, you had another one here that was a little, you know, you've had a lot of good takes. You know, they're controversial, they're poignant. What do you mean by you posted this July 11th? What do you mean by who trying to grab lunch?
Explain yourself.
What kind of lunch were you thinking of? Who did you have in mind? You didn't get as many comments there, but I was like, what does he mean by that? You know, just wanted you to elaborate a little bit.
See me, I'm a black man. Lunch was the patriarchy. I was trying to, grab it. And
I knew it!
Take it back from the people. You know what I mean?
I knew. Okay, see, I didn't want to go and comment that and say it because I was like, this might be a little bit of a reach, but I subliminally knew that's what you were talking about. Okay, good. This gives me some peace of mind.
Side question, Daniel, what would be your ideal lunch, and who would it be with?
Yeah,
Like, what do you mean?
dead or alive.
Yeah, dead or alive.
If you could
food
have-
and people.
Dead or alive, which member of the patriarchy would you like to have lunch with?
Yeah.
And how would you kill them?
Yeah.
Best food, probably pho for lunch. That'd be fire. Who would I go with? I don't know.
It would be fun to see like George Washington trying to eat pho, or like to explain like to one of those old presidents, like, yeah, so we eat this.
Yeah. If you had a time machine, would you go back and either for Hitler, Stalin, or
George Washington.
Who would you take out to lunch?
What?
Wait, are they all babies or is it just baby Hitler?
It's
And then they're adult
They're all
Stalin
babies.
and okay.
I can't
If you had a
stand
time
kids,
machine,
man.
would you go back and take baby Hitler out to lunch? Something to think about. Little thought exercise.
Okay.
That's okay.
Give them some honey?
That's pretty good.
Babies can't eat honey?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why can't babies eat honey?
Google it. I don't know, man. I swear.
I don't think
All
that's
these
true.
Y'all can doubt my facts. Babies cannot eat honey. I'm Googling this. You think I'm lying? They
Daniel's
can't.
about to post that on Facebook.
Babies can't eat honey.
They can't.
All
And
right.
it's gonna be
gonna
100
get in
words.
trouble.
Dogs can't eat chocolate. Babies can't eat honey. It's facts. See, it's because some bacteria can cause botulism. See? And
Damn.
Yeah, see?
Turn that baby into a bocce ball.
If you're
So this one was one of Daniel's biggest hits, yeah. So it's got 41 likes, 110 comments.
Oh, nice. Those are good numbers.
So I don't know if I stand by this one. I've been standing by a lot of what Daniel's been saying. This one was questionable, but I did defend you in the comment section the most out of anyone because it made my day. So he goes, if you want to force people to wear a mask for public safety, shouldn't we be forcing people to get gym memberships? Obesity and obesity-related illnesses cause $190.2 billion in U.S. health costs every year, or 21% of medical spending. Not fat shaming, as I actually prefer the
and that is true. I do
not
prefer the
fat
juice.
shaming, as I actually prefer the
I do prefer the
prefer the
juice.
juice.
I like them thick.
Okay, wait.
Just saying for the sake of argument.
before we
That is great because it purely is for the sake of argument because
So,
you just
yeah.
lit a fire on Facebook.
when you were about to hit post,
Yeah.
in your head were you like, this is going to be controversial and there's going to be a lot of discussion on this?
No, because I thought I
You thought you covered your base.
I thought that qualifier at the end was like he's not fat shaming.
He likes the juice, so you can't come after him.
Well, the first time I read it is I was just like, he prefers the juice. Does he?
Yeah, I thought that meant
Oh.
steroids, honestly.
I was like, but it took me like just be like, the juice is that? Oh, I know. I
The
get
juice.
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
describe the juice. What
The
is
juice in the caboose.
Well, I saw the I
You
saw
like some anal leakage. Okay.
Well, Ryan
I didn't say all that.
Grant. I actually saw the post earlier before Daniel edited it, and it was I actually prefer the juice, and he switched it to juice,
Yeah.
you know. But
Wait, no, I never said that. Wait, hold on. What the hell?
that's what happened. I liked the post early on, and it was not fat shaming, is I actually prefer the juice. That's what the post initially
I was just trying to say, to what degree should the government intervene in health problems?
Yeah.
And everyone seemed to decide if it's contagious. But
Sure.
why is that the number one reason to intervene if it's contagious?
I did like all.
I thought it was loss of life and cost to society.
I get
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I get where your kind of logic is. Why, like they're interviewing in this, this health thing, and then why not this other health thing? But what does that look like when the government gets involved with people going to the gym? Like, what is that reality? You know?
Well, they can make it like illegal to sell like a lot of junk food and soda and just.
Which
stuff
they actually
like-
are starting to pass laws and like.
Yeah. You did
Where?
come in here with like Burger King, I think.
Hey, what,
He likes
You
the
came in here
juice,
with
man.
no
But that
mask
was
and
against
with
the
Burger
law.
King.
it was a kid's meal, dog. I'm cutting back. It was small. It was little.
I just think it's pretty great because if any one of the three of us would have posted that, we probably would have been burned alive at the stake. And
I'm thinking about copying, pasting it, and posting it on my account just to see what happens.
I kind of want to just start sending you some bonkers drafts and Trojan horsing my ideas into the Facebook.
Hey Daniel, can you just get this bit out here?
We just need to get these ideas out into the world.
I don't want to
It's
deal
not
with the
safe for me
stress.
It's just the same one, but it's back to the Jews one.
I just feel like people care however much the news tells them to care. Like if the news is like, oh my God, we're all gonna die, they're like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. But if the news is like, oh, it's okay, go back outside, and then we're like, okay, it's okay, go back outside. Like
Yeah.
you should care on your own, like independent of what the news says.
Sure.
But
I think
people
that's
don't.
fair. But also, like, you do recognize, like, if everyone just wore a mask, like, we would just be able to do comedy again. And, like, in 2 weeks.
No way.
Yes, dude,
That was 5 to 8 weeks they said. Or
But
something.
they put a study out where they were like, if everyone took wearing masks seriously, it would be, like, 2 months. and everything would go back to normal. Japan never closed down anything. It's just normalized there to wear masks. They never shut anything down, and they're fine.
And the protests. So I get tested a lot, you know, but I got tested
For COVID?
Yeah, for COVID. Yeah.
Tommy taking his SAT.
Yeah, only for COVID, dude. If you get an STD test, that shit's lame. Okay, that's just for nerds. Anyways,
Have you guys ever had someone ask you to take an STD test?
no, but I did one time in high school.
Wait, what?
Because it was just like I got head from this girl, and then my friend was just like,
Dude,
my
nice.
friend was just like, you know, I heard she has herpes, and I
That's
was
the
just,
most high
I
school
think they say I was
shit,
actually a dude. I thought you say that.
and then I was just, and I also heard she was a dude, and I was like, I don't care about that. I care about the herpes stuff. That shit's cool. That shit's cool as hell.
No, Tommy was like, wait, can I get tested to see if she was a dude?
My friend's been making fun of me. I don't know.
Yeah, the nurse is like, for the last time, Tom, you can't be tested for being gay.
I was just sitting there fucking laying
My friend
awake.
Kyle said something different, okay? So, I don't know.
Tommy's like, I was watching Mansers the other week, and they said that there's like a litmus that you can put into water.
Tommy,
Yeah.
we just got your test results back, and unfortunately, you are gay. So
I'm just like-
you're gonna want to take these pills.
I just do a Tiger Woods, just like, let's go. No, that was the only STD test I've ever taken, and it was good. It was turns out it was a high school rumor. What
the most predictable.
the
of
most
the
predictable
options. Yeah.
dumb one.
Can you get herpes from head?
yeah.
If they have like a cold sore. I've always heard that a cold sore is like a form of herpes, which like, what even is herpes then? If it's like,
It's a virus.
oh,
Yeah. So that's why you got to wear a mask when you're sucking somebody's dick, because that way you won't pass it or get it.
Yeah.
could you get anal herpes?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Imagine
Yeah.
that, huh?
Daniel,
Are
have
you,
you-
you guys have just like
how are you
never
looking?
been tested for STD?
How are you looking
No,
for
I
getting
haven't.
tested?
I'm good, man. Everything is,
I test
A1.
myself at home.
Yeah.
I flick my penis and I go, looks good.
Yeah.
Nothing fell off.
No gonorrhea.
Oh man.
No.
Is that still around? Isn't that gone or now? Isn't that still?
Is it gonorrhea?
Yeah, isn't gonorrhea? I was trying to make a joke.
We're like
but
still here, you know what I'm saying?
Is it still
It's a
here?
serious
It's
thing.
like a throwback disease. ain't
No,
it?
gonorrhea is it?
Yeah,
That's when
it's-
you're
You're thinking of
Like
you're thinking
syphilis.
of
most common
What?
STDs.
It's gonorrhea
syphilis is
inclu-
still here. You're thinking of
Polio.
scurvy.
Polio.
Yeah, pirate.
Yeah, that
dick.
pirate disease. Yeah.
Polio's gone, right?
There's still people in wheelchairs. No,
Oh my God.
Is that
that's what polio is.
Is that what polio
Fucks
is?
with your legs, right?
I thought you got polio. I thought it was. I think I'm getting it confused with
When I was a
scurvy.
kid, I thought it was Marco polio.
Polio, it like cripples you.
Polio cripples you.
FDR had it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
That what gave him those baby legs.
Frederick Delano Baby Legs Roosevelt.
Dude, seriously though, that like
Yeah, that-
wheelchair
that
with
rocks.
the blanket over the legs, that's a fucking vibe, dude. I'm gonna bring that
That
back,
is the
man.
move. It is so funny. Like, imagine any other job where you're just like, you've been ridden to a wheelchair, which sucks, but then you're just like trying not to let people know you're in a wheelchair. You know? You're just like,
You're like, I'm
no,
gonna-
I just found out I like sitting down a lot.
Yeah.
It's like Obama was smoking.
Yeah.
He was never
Do you
filmed
think he's
smoking.
still smoking?
Probably,
Film smoking. There's pictures taken of him smoking.
but not commonplace. Like
Bro,
I
no, he
saying
was
that.
right outside the White House lawn.
Dude, if I was the president, I would turn like
Which-
the White House into like a full-on smoking, like the way Denny's used
Which-
to be. Like it's just like pitchers of coffee,
Yeah.
fucking full ashtrays all around.
You
just,
have a
like,
room that's built to look like an airplane from the 1980s.
just
Which
got,
not
like,
to not
fucking
yeah.
leather jacket dudes hanging out, smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
switchblade combs.
And
Fuck
I
yeah,
don't
man.
think this takes very interesting because it's like done in like so many ways, you know, of like
Do it anyways.
versus Trump versus Obama. But I remember him smoking on like the White House lawn. He's just like stepping out on the porch, having a cig, you know,
Yeah.
because it's so stressful, and it's Fox, CNN headlines, president is smoking again, and it's just like, man, isn't that
Well, here's
not
how you know-
bad at all?
Here's how you know Obama was like a psychopath, though, is he would like go for runs, and at the same time he's smoking cigarettes. I don't know anyone who smokes cigarettes and also is doing cardio.
I do that every,
How,
every day.
dude? How do you not feel like your lungs are just?
I like having a cig at night, and I run every day.
Yeah.
Athletes smoke.
Like who?
Michael
Dwight
Jordan.
Howard.
Yeah, he smokes cigars all the time.
But cigars are different because
Those
you
are
don't
heavier.
inhale.
It's heavier. And
those
also,
heavier?
also in The Last Dance, Michael Jordan's in the locker room, and him and Scotty are just like, man, we need some fucking cigarettes. Like, they're just like, bro, being in the NBA back then, way cooler, man.
Yeah.
They're like, as soon as they win a game, they're just, everyone's cracking beers, you know?
Yeah.
Ron Artest used to drink Hennessy at halftime.
No way.
Look, you guys need to learn your shit.
Dude, I saw this article.
I swear to God.
Wait, is Ron Artest, is that Meta World Peace?
Yeah.
No
Hennessy
way.
at halftime. Yes.
Hennessy?
It's
Yes.
crazy because his shot productivity plummeted.
Just
He was like-
absolutely cratered.
He was at 90% before halftime, then
Was it
halftime
Ron
hit.
Artest?
That
He
would
was
make-
like a fourth quarter player,
He was
wasn't
also
he?
the guy who fought the dude in the crowd, right?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think he was wasted when he did that?
I don't know.
Dude.
Damn, that's
awesome,
cool as
though, dude.
hell.
That's
I know.
why they can't do that anymore. Is because
What, fight people in the crowd?
Yeah. They made that illegal now. That's
Yeah.
not part of the game anymore.
That
I mean,
fucking ruled,
I get it,
actually.
man. Your nerves are so high.
Oh,
I
dude,
get
there's
it.
so much pressure. Like, I remember playing high school football and like throwing up before games because you just be so nervous.
Dude, you can't
know?
eat. I remember playing like high school basketball games, and like it just fucks you up when everybody's like watching. It's just like
Yeah.
I've gotten
man.
that way about doing stand up actually sometimes.
Really?
Like once you like hit a level and you're like, "Oh, this is definitely like the biggest show that I'm ever going to have done." It's
Yeah.
like that's when I get nervous and like feel like
You're
that.
like, this open mic is gonna make me or break me, baby.
yeah. I got way nervous in sports and stand up. I don't know.
Yeah,
If sports you fail, you're failing so many people. If I fail in stand up, I'm just like,
Yes,
yeah,
part of it.
okay, I don't know.
Also, like, I don't know, with stand up, I feel like when I started stand up, I was like, I'd matured a little bit, you know? Like, whereas, like, when you're like 16, you're just like excited about everything in general. So, like, I don't know. I think
Yeah.
It's just a different vibe.
different vibe. Have you been
Different
nervous?
vibe.
Because you're doing some shows here and there, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I've been like jittery kind of during
Yeah.
my set, kind of like nervous. I don't like it.
Because
I
you're
was-
rusty.
But I have my material still, but I don't have like my stage legs or whatever.
Yeah.
So it feels weird.
Yeah, I know.
You're like
I wonder
FDR on stage, trying to hide the
Yeah, yeah.
baby legs.
Because when you're
FDR.
new, when you're new, your jokes suck and you suck. But now I'm okay.
But your
like,
jokes are good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And when there was a point the past year and a half where I was just getting up 5-6 nights a week and doing shows every
Didn't even
weekend.
think about it.
So every
Like, no.
mic, I was just like, yeah, let's get it. You know, I'll try new shit. I'll whatever. You know. So. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been doing stand up, so I don't know how mentally
It's so
it's
weird.
gonna be getting back.
On Friday, a comic hit me up about Comedy Corner Underground's open mic, and he was just like, "Hey, are you going?" I was like, "No." And then 2 hours later, he texted me. And he was like, "Hey, I know you don't work there anymore, but they haven't. They said they were gonna post the list at 2 p.m. and they haven't." I'm just like,
You're still getting
yeah.
the
I'm just
fucking-
I'm like, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like,
You can't escape it.
yeah. You gotta wait. I think
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know, but sometimes I don't know. I feel like does it feel like after you are on stage for 5-10 minutes, you're kind of back in the groove of things?
Depends on,
I
dude.
don't
It's
know,
like any other set where it depends on the crowd. If the crowd is good and they're giving it to you, you're like, okay, yeah, everything's normal. Like when I was at House Comedy a month ago, if I was doing well 5 minutes in the set, I'd be like, fuck yeah, nothing's changed. And then if I wasn't doing well, I'd be like, oh shit, everything is different all of a sudden. You know?
Yeah, you kind of forget how to bomb. I know we've talked about this a lot, I think, but it's so weird because we just have such rose-colored glasses on looking back at how awesome doing stand-up was, and you don't realize when you're not doing it that most of the time is it's not a struggle, but it's not
It's just a show. Well, that's the thing is when you look back on things, you're thinking in extremes because the reality is most of the time it was just fine. But when you look back on things, you're either thinking of the best times it was or the worst times it was.
Yeah.
You know, you're not thinking of just going to a mic and it just being a
yeah.
mic.
And then there's also just the added level of like feeling really fucked up about being in a club again right now, and kind of like everybody's kind of on edge and shit. Like, but then some people aren't. Like, I was at House of Comedy, and there was this dude who looked like fucking, I swear to God, like Charlie Manson, and just dirty. I could smell him like from the stage just by looking at him, and he was like super into it. He was like, yeah, I could smell him with my eyes, and like he was really into it and like loving everybody and stuff. And I was emceeing, and normally you don't get that much love as an MC in the show because you're kind of like, I don't know, you're the low man on the totem pole. And we were like, I was walking to my car after the show, like masked up and everything, and the guy was like smoking a cigarette with his girlfriend, and he was like, "Oh man, like I love you, thank you so much. Can I give you a hug?" And I'm just like, "Fuck no, dude, stay away from me." Like, which it's kind of nice to be able to say fuck no, because like in the before times I would be like, okay, fine, dude, you're weird. But I don't, like, to me that shit blows my mind too, of the people who are just like, I love seeing people out just like in public, like smoking cigs and partying and stuff, just like there is no COVID.
Dude,
it's like,
it
I
fucking
respect
bums
that
me
shit.
out, dude. It bums me out to see people at bars. I was talking to like a couple there's a couple regulars.
Talk about Bochella.
Oh my god. We kind of talked about it last week.
We talked about Deck. We didn't talk about Bochella.
Wait, we didn't?
Bochella was discovered this week.
No, we discovered that 2 weeks ago.
Goatchella or
Bochella.
So
What's
Declan
Bro,
Brown.
you're on the Facebook. You're going to it, bro.
I'm down. That's lit.
Oh my god,
you idiot.
Okay,
Daniel.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking.
What's gonna happen?
You're gonna get coronavirus, you idiot.
I'm demanding an apology from Declan, that is,
dumbass,
and fucking Daniel. Okay, so for the people, can I explain what Bochella is?
Walk us through it.
Okay, so last episode, who we roasted a lot, Declan Brown.
Stop hating.
Local Minneapolis podcaster and comedian, neck way too big. Okay,
We posted the picture on the video.
posted a picture. Yeah, is a part of the Back Pocket Podcast. Okay. The Back Pocket Podcast, and they're like two guys. They're like I forget. I feel bad. I forget what the other guy's name is.
Andrew and Sarah.
Andrew, yeah. So they're like big networkers. You know, they're always networking. They're always, you know, doing this, doing that. And they've rented a boat
In Stillwater.
Like
in
a cruise
Stillwater,
liner.
like a big boat.
Like a yacht. It's a huge
Gonna be
boat.
lit
And
as
they're
fuck.
gonna have
It's not a pontoon.
It's not a pontoon. It's a boat with indoors in the boat with a DJ, bar, whole thing.
Multiple bands.
And the capacity that they're shooting for, and I think they're gonna hit, is 250 people. And I DM'd them because it's like, I was gonna like make a post online, but it's just like, I guess I would only be doing that. I would only be calling them out for clout, which I guess I kind of am doing now. So who cares? But I DM'd them and I was just like, hey, isn't this fucking insane? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, it's a little weird because of the, you know, the pandemic, but, you know, we think we can be safe. And I was like, oh, fuck, bro.
They haven't mentioned it at all.
What?
in the
What,
show.
what precautions are you taking?
So here we have Daniel Williams,
Honestly, I
local
forgot all about
COVID
this. I forgot all
denier
about
and
this.
stand-up comedian.
Are you really going to go to Bochella?
I mean, maybe.
Bro,
Daniel.
Hey,
you said you're going on the Facebook.
Honestly, I forgot all about it
Here's
till
our
right
chance.
now.
We reminded him to
Here's
go
our
to.
chance. Back Pocket. Can we get Daniel Williams a press pass to cover Bochella for
Hell
the
yeah.
week?
Yo!
I'm with this.
Okay, I would
Yo,
support that.
okay,
Wait,
now
how many
with it.
days is it?
I think like 2 or 3 days.
It's a
Wait,
week-long
it's multiple
cruise.
days?
No,
Oh, shit,
no,
lit
it's
as
a
fuck.
one night.
I don't know,
thing,
but
dude.
it's.
I think it might be more than 1 day.
No.
But this
Really?
this would be in the largest gathering of people without masks because
Daniel,
there's
you know
going to
what
be
you gotta do?
drinking.
You cover Bochella for us for the podcast,
Yeah.
but then you go Facebook Live the whole time and just watch those comments pile up.
Oh,
dude.
No,
yeah,
I
man,
want
it's
Daniel-
a
Imagine the
whole world.
comments just
I want to get a report from Daniel.
Live from Bochella.
live. I want
All right.
live from Bochella
So this will be good.
that we can get
Back
on.
Pocket Podcast. Sorry for shitting all over you, but also like, come on, just throw Daniel a free ticket and
Yeah.
yeah,
support that
we're gonna
statement.
gas you guys up on the podcast again.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Can we I want to plug the video in
I'll drop it in.
Can we drop the video in right now?
Yeah,
Because
we
we've
could.
all seen the video. Have you seen their promo video?
No, I forgot all about this until right now. I just be liking shit on
Wait,
Facebook.
okay.
I'm like, okay, I'm going.
Maybe drop some of the promo video in right now because it is
Yeah.
fucking insane.
I'll lay it so that it's playing like.
I'm in some group called Antifa on Facebook. I'm serious.
Wait,
I
say
really
that
am.
again.
Wait, don't,
I'm in a
don't
group called
publicize
Antifa on
that.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Daniel,
in Antifa.
local
You say
president.
it like you don't know what it is. You're like, I'm
It's
in
not
some
the real
group called
Antifa, though. It's not the real
He's
one.
pronouncing it like Trump. Antifa.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Antifa. Yeah.
You're in an
Daniel.
alt-right group on Facebook.
How can you?
I just said like. I didn't know.
How can you simultaneously like
Bro.
you know how to push
What is
people's
your-
buttons
what is your
so
Tinder-
perfectly, but then you're like uninformed on these things? How do you not
No,
know
this
it?
isn't the real group. It's like a meme group. It's not the real thing.
Okay.
It's all a joke.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your like Tinder presence like? Where you're just like, yeah, no, I'm just kind of swiping right on everything.
I'm not on Tinder. I don't got. I'm
How do
against.
you meet women?
I don't meet nobody.
You're
Are you-
anti.
okay,
You're anti.
Okay, hold on. Have you been fucking during the quarantine?
I'm
or no?
Antifa.
No, I have not.
Guys, I'm getting to the bottom of
I really
something.
haven't been doing that. No, I have not.
That's the most
drug.
surprising
What do you-
revelation. From
Yeah, I
that.
thought you got laid.
No,
Where
no.
where are we all at like cranking off wise? Like, have we gone up coronavirus or down? Like,
Same.
yeah.
I was up, but then I started looking into stoicism, and now I'm way down.
Dude, OnlyFans be having deals, dog.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So
Okay,
Daniel is
wait.
up.
You know,
Yeah.
that reminds me.
You should
of, dude,
apologize for this.
I will
right?
apologize. So I joined an OnlyFans because it was like this chick who.
Because Ryan is a feminist.
Yeah, I'm a feminist and I support women. This chick was really attractive, and she was a black woman. She had OnlyFans, and then I paid for it because I was thinking, I was like, okay, this is how I can help out. You know, I'm doing
This
my
is
part.
how I win.
I'm giving money to a black woman. This will be great. And then she wasn't as hot as I didn't really. I don't know. So then
Ryan Call from feminist
but
to
then
racist
I went
within 30 seconds.
I
A
read
real
this-
Larry
Dude,
David.
I had this Larry David thing of like, okay, well, do I keep giving her money even though I'm not like actually into it, or do I unsubscribe? And am I racist if I unsubscribe?
Yeah.
But then she upped her her monthly thing, and I didn't have to do anything.
Ryan,
So,
but did you jerk off to her?
no.
Then you're really racist, dog.
Yeah.
What?
I
was
it's
attracted
still,
to
still
her.
a girl.
I wasn't attracted to her.
Bro, you should have jerked off for the movement, man. Come on.
Yeah,
You
dog,
fucked
for the
up.
culture.
Truly, the
Yeah.
best thing about OnlyFans though is when people up their monthly thing, because then you don't feel bad for not giving them money anymore.
I'm not on OnlyFans,
Yeah, I mean,
man.
I feel like
don't-
maybe we could cut that.
we can-
I don't know.
Hey, we can-
I feel like I say one thing on
can
every
edit.
single podcast where I'm like, yeah, this could ruin my life. I don't know.
I want to get back to Bochella
Okay.
because I still.
Why y'all scared to go?
Because
What?
it sounds like the
You-
worst environment
look.
in the middle of a pandemic.
Dude, do you not think the pandemic isn't serious? Like, what is your. Where do you stand?
If you get corona, what's the chance you're gonna die? Like on a percentage,
you know
on a
that's-
percentage scale.
But you
okay,
know,
wait,
you
wait.
know that's not about you.
Wait, how would you feel if like, okay, you get COVID, you don't know you have it, and then you interact with someone, and then like you unknowingly give it to them, and then they die.
No, I do respect it on some level. Like it was my mom's birthday like a month ago, and like I brought her a cake, but I didn't go in the house. I wore
Yeah.
like I didn't, interact.
But even like
So
a
I do-
stranger or something, like, because that's like, it's like this weird thing of like where it's kind of manslaughter a little bit,
But-
you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
what do you?
I'm not scared for myself, but for others. I mean, I get what you
Yeah.
guys are saying. For
Yeah, yeah.
others, I get that aspect, but for myself, I'm not worried.
There is,
Yeah, dude,
but
I'm
there
not
is an
scared.
aspect.
I've been working out every day. I'm taking,
No, there
I'm
is.
taking airborne. You know?
So
What's airborne?
Airborne is like vitamins.
So Daniel,
Yeah.
if one person gets on that boat, whether they're
my bulletproof
healthy, they can be perfectly healthy and they have COVID, they can potentially spread it to everybody.
Which for
on
sure
the boat,
will happen. That's,
on the boat. That's how it works.
that's
No, but
the
Even
likelihood
if you
of
don't
that.
talk to everybody on the boat, that's virus. If one person has it, can spread it to everybody.
The
That's
likely-
250 people.
The likelihood of that happening
Coming
with
down from
250 people in a confined space is almost 100%.
Herd immunity. I'm just
No,
playing.
what I would say is like a legitimate concern though is like you could get sick and die actually though, or you could get like really sick and fuck your lungs. Like I'm afraid to get COVID. Like I don't think it's just gonna be like, yeah, I want to get it and like that. That's a good thing if I get it.
Okay,
Like,
this is kind of related. Would you guys do the first round of vaccines? Like vaccinations?
yeah, I think I
you
would.
trust
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
No.
I don't know if I would trust the very first round. And Daniel, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, that.
Damn, that's a good question. I have no
Because
idea.
a coworker asked me that, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know if I would do the first round. Like, maybe wait a couple
I would do the
months.
first rounds.
I've never had a flu shot.
What? What the fuck?
Bro, you
dude?
rock.
I got a tetanus shot though, like a month or two ago. I got a tetanus, so
Why'd you get a tetanus shot?
it was time.
When I was a kid, I got a tetanus shot because I got bit by a squirrel because I was trying
See?
to pick it up.
That would be a rabies
you never
shot,
know.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, what the hell?
So they
Was it a
originally
metal squirrel?
metal
Was it
job?
a rusty
Yeah.
Well, here's the
squirrel?
problem. Here's the problem. So I was like 10, right? And I cornered the squirrel. I caught it. It bit me. And then I got really scared because, like, my mom was like, how did the squirrel bite you? And I had to make up an elaborate lie where I was like, oh, this cat was trying to attack the squirrel. I was trying to save the squirrel, so I grabbed it, and then it bit me. And then they gave me a tetanus shot. And the vet was also, or the vet. The vet, he's like, they normally don't take children, but okay. You know? The guy was like, you're honestly lucky the cat didn't bite you. And I was like, yeah, I am. Thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for saying that, doctor.
Because I am a hero in a lot of ways in the story.
I saw a lady get bit by a monkey in Thailand. That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Was it a big monkey?
No, it was like
Did she bleed?
It was like a spider monkey. She freaked out. Like there's this beach. There's a bunch of places where it's just like, oh yeah, there's just like a fuck ton of monkeys there.
Okay.
Like, that's why you go. And like the lady, like, you go to this beach and monkeys just like climb down the cliff and like jump all over you and they're all around you, and this monkey just ran up to a lady and just fucking bit her on the hand.
Dude, that would be the worst way to die. Any monkey related death, because it's automatically hilarious. It's
that's true.
Anything a monkey does is funny. It could be bashing your head in with like a rock and people are just like, still pretty funny. I don't know.
It looks
Put
like
that
a
monkey
person.
on Fallon, you know?
Yeah. Man, I love monkeys. I would love to be around.
I would love to be murdered by a monkey.
I'd love that. That sounds great.
Okay, if you
We were talking about getting a monkey for the podcast. Fourth mic.
I know. It's just
Monkeys
like,
are dangerous, dude.
They're really dangerous.
I know, but
And it
so
would be
how
super
funny,
stupid.
how funny do you
dangerous.
think it would be for the clip? It's just like, hey, everybody, welcome to the We Cool podcast. Our
Just a
guest
monkey
today is a
screaming.
fucking chimpanzee. Who let the dogs out? Who? And then it's just like, man, this podcast is crazy.
The monkey
man.
has sunglasses on.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic.
It gets a
they're
gun
safe
somehow.
for like 2 weeks. When they're babies, they're safe. I feel like
Yeah,
like a couple weeks,
I heard something like that.
and then like it's
They're like
over.
actual children, you know? You want them, and then they turn 5, and you're like, fuck this thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I can't believe I want to push back on this again. Daniel and COVID. I mean,
It is amazing how flippant you are,
It's
at least online. But it seems like you're kind of taking it seriously. I can't.
I mean,
pin you down.
it seems like you're quarantining.
I
He's
can't-
trolling us right now.
is he trolling?
Yes.
I can't get a gauge on him. I don't know.
I look at COVID like other problems in the world. Like I care about it in the
the
abstract.
philosopher.
In the abstract, I care about it, but in my own personal life, I don't care about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's homeless people. Do I care about that? Yes. Am I actively helping homeless people? No. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like to what degree should I care? Like, is it a threat to me? No. Is it a threat to my older family? Yes. So I care on that level.
But it could be a threat to you though, because now it's affecting like just people across. You know, you just don't know.
I
how
don't
it's
know,
gonna
man.
affect
Me and Daniel, we work out.
see, here's the thing though.
No, I work out. That's
No,
my thing.
No. I work out.
Because I've been working out. I eat kashi every day. With a
Kashi,
banana. Yeah.
that like old man cereal.
Ryan,
Dude, it's for the young man. It's old man cereal for the young man. You know
It's the
I'm gonna
young
need you.
man's
I'm gonna
old
need you to take
cereal.
that back,
what?
cause I work out.
No, that's my thing. I'm the buff one on the pod. Until Daniel walked in, I was the buff one on the pod.
Okay, that's true.
I'm the buff one. I'm the philosopher.
but that's because of your natural build.
I'm
Tommy,
the
you're
smart
the
one.
Grant's the smart one. Tommy, you're the nasally one. Mm-hmm. We
That's
all
all-
have our thing.
Ah, fuck.
You're the one that nobody likes.
Yeah,
That's
you're
true.
the one that we get bad reviews because of.
Probably. I have a bad voice and I'm pushing
Yeah, okay.
buttons.
If you do leave us a 1-star review, just make sure you just let us know that it's Tommy's voice, just so we don't have to assume that it is.
Yeah, because
right?
we're gonna assume
the
that
working
every
assumption
time,
anyways,
and I
yeah.
can't assume that. I don't know how many times I can
Yeah,
assume
do
that.
let us know because just so we can hit Tommy.
Yeah.
Smack me around, beat me up, turn me out, have sex with what?
What?
Yeah.
What?
What's this?
I'm just saying, man.
Tommy wants to get fucked.
slap me around, turn me out.
Tommy wants to get
Slap
straight
me.
up
If we get
abused.
Tommy's singing a Miranda Lambert song all of a sudden. What the fuck?
if we get a 1-star review, I'm gonna let anybody slap me around, turn me out a little bit.
Should we read a listener apology?
Yeah, we should.
Let's do that. So, Daniel, one of the things that we do is we have an anonymous apology submission website.
Yeah.
That's grantwinklescomedy.com/wecoolpodcast. And you can submit something that you can't apologize for publicly, anonymously, and we'll apologize for whoever submits these things. So we have one that came in about a week ago, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to tear into this, all right? I know one thing that my girlfriend did point out last week was that we aired out Declan pretty good, even though we're saying all these apologies are going to be anonymous.
He didn't message us anonymously.
Yeah, but she was like, you're still so dumb for doing
Also,
this.
dude, I'm not done talking about him either. I'm not fucking done.
Dude, we should start a feud with the Back Pocket Podcast.
I think we already did.
I love the guys too, but they're just doing too much shit where I'm like, this is insane. I can't not talk about
We're gonna
that.
have them on the pod eventually.
And I can't believe Daniel's going to Bojo.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
I didn't even know until y'all told me, honestly.
It is crazy that we're forcing Daniel to go to Bochella.
I just love the
I thought
idea.
he was already going on the Facebook
I saw
event.
Boat, and I just said, like, after
I
that.
know. I just
did-
love the idea. You're just like just mindlessly like Bochella. Let's go. Like
You're
no
like, yeah,
thought.
I know what that is.
Yeah, Bochella.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah,
We're
Coachella.
comics. We have strong immune systems from motel beds
That is true, actually.
on the road.
I'm on Daniel's side now, and I'm going to Bochella with him. Me and Daniel are gonna get
All right,
fucked up
bro.
at
If you guys
Bochella.
are going to Bochella, I'm going to
Okay,
Bochella.
yeah, let's go to Bochella.
You know what we should do? We should just like get a canoe and like fucking
do
stow
our
it.
own Bochella.
Yeah, right
Because
next to it.
I want to look at Bochella. Like it's a
You know what though? They have
spectacle.
gondola. Dude, they have gondola rides that are going during coronavirus in Stillwater. We could get on that gondola and pay him extra to just put us up.
We
next
should
to it.
definitely try and crash Bochella.
That would be really fucking.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, let's get kayaks.
Let's do this.
Hey, you guys suck.
You shouldn't be doing this.
This is dangerous.
We're in a
Say
canoe.
hi to Daniel.
Is
Okay.
Daniel, Daniel, you having fun?
Is it fun? If
Throw
it's fun?
me a coconut shrimp.
Are you guys doing Declan right now?
No, we're just doing us.
We're doing
Oh, okay.
we're doing us looking at Bochella from a distance.
Just wanting to be there.
Yeah,
but
being
not being
envious.
brave enough to actually go.
Exactly.
Yeah, secretly wanting to go.
Okay.
Here we go. I need to apologize to my parents for ruining the drapes in my childhood home. Yes, as a teenager, I would spend a lot of time masturbating.
Hold on. Yes. That sentence is so funny because it assumes that we already knew what they were about to say.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think we did. I think we did.
Yeah.
As soon as you hear ruining the drapes,
And then he goes,
it's come. Like, we know it's come.
Yeah.
yes.
You think this is a guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would a girl ruin the drapes from
Like,
masturbating?
you know how sometimes after you get out of the shower, you do
think
between
that's
your
all
legs, you
girls
get
like
your
Home
taint.
Alone?
Yeah.
Oh God. I
You get your balls, you get your taint a little bit.
Is that how you pleasure a woman? Just with a towel?
With a towel, I go.
With a drape?
I go. If I'm feeling horny, I go, "Hey babe, what do you say we hop in the shower?" And then I do a little under and over.
You go,
you know?
hey, babe, do the curtains match the drapes? And then you...
And then you take some.
Then I
drapes.
go, "Well, here's a towel."
Yeah.
Okay.
We tried on that.
Yes. Yeah, it's whatever. As a teenager, I would spend a lot of time masturbating. Who doesn't? Would I usually finish in a sock or
point.
some tissue paper? This is, again, we're having like...
I like
some,
these rhetorical
yeah,
questions.
Exactly.
of, like,
Who is this?
It's anonymous.
A king. I don't know what to tell you. A local king.
a guy who's currently in the men going their own way.
Yeah. Probably someone who's getting his doctorates because he sounds cool as hell.
Everybody knows doctors are the coolest. Would I usually finish in a sock or some tissue paper? Absolutely. Were there times when I didn't have those options close at hand? Sure. Did I jizz on the drapes because of that? I sure did.
Also, why is this guy
Pause.
jacking off so close to the window?
I love when people start writing messages of any capacity and it turns into a series of questions that they ask themselves.
Well,
you
this
know?
is just like turning into an inner monologue. Now,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
just like, did I do the thing? You betcha. Did I care? No.
This is
Did
his,
I? And
this
it's
is
just
his Eminem in 8 Mile moment where he's like, I did come on the drapes and I should have used a Kleenex.
What it is, it's a rhetorical device to eliminate us like making fun of it because
Yeah.
it's like, well, of course
I'm
I was
covering my
jerking off
bases, yeah.
near the drapes.
Yeah.
Like, and what? I didn't have a tissue, so sue me. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
you could just like do anything else. Like, all right.
And whatever happened to just coming on your own stomach and letting it dry, you know? The good old days.
Does that feel kind of like a little bit gay, a little bit?
Well, no, and what?
Getting cum on you?
Yeah, but it's your cum.
No,
dude.
come
You can't
on.
be gay.
Nah,
I'm
just lay
conflicted
there.
about it. Would you suck your own dick?
I'm with
If I could, it would feel good.
I'm with Daniel. If you get cum on you, it's gay.
Especially if it's your own cum.
If you get.
Dude,
Bro,
I broke
this is
up
what
my...
I'm telling you. Sometimes he really hits. Sometimes he's really on point. The COVID stuff kind of, I'm like, dude, no,
Bro,
okay.
bro.
But if you get your own cum on you, I'm sorry.
You're telling me you've
That's
never,
gay.
you're never before bed. You jerk
I'm
off,
not saying
go to
it's-
sleep,
it's
and
gay.
you just let it lie in your
That's
belly
what
button.
he needs. Daniel also loves going like, he loves saying something and goes, look, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying it is gay, but I'm
I'm
not
not saying that thing I just said.
I'm not saying that it is gay, but I'm not encouraging it. I don't think you should be encouraging it. Like,
I think that's fair.
See, that's
I don't
worse.
think you should be actively trying to come on yourself.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's gay. I do think it's irresponsible and lazy.
Here, Grant, why'd you break up with your girlfriend? Dude, she got some of my cum on her. She was gay, dude.
I'm not saying it's gay, but I'm not
I don't think it's
encouraging
gay,
it.
but at the same time, I feel conflicted because I'm like, yours come on me right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel it is weird.
But
Yeah.
you do that
But
already.
also by that same logic, you could just be like, well, there's a dick on me, so I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm like I'm jerking off a dick. It just. You guys ever like
The
think about
gayest
that?
thing you can do.
You guys ever think about that? Like, I'm jerking off a dick. Is that- you know what I mean? You ever think about that? You ever think about that shit?
You see Daniel's face when you're like, but you have a dick on you. He just full on went, my brain, fuck, Jesus.
But it's like trippy, you know? It's like some shrooms shit, you know? Like some acid trip shit.
Daniel catching himself playing with his own balls, having to
weird.
stop.
It's like you are your body, but you're not your body. Cause you're like,
But you are your body.
But you're not your body. Because you're like, you know?
Your
So everybody's
mind,
a little
bit gay,
your
is
mind
what
is a
you're saying.
passenger in your body.
Ooh,
Mind living
exactly,
rent free
see?
in your body.
the real philosopher has stepped into the pod zone, baby.
Am I the strong man now?
No, you're not the strong man. You can take the philosopher, but I'm keeping the strong man.
I can run the most.
All right.
Okay.
I'm trying to build muscle.
I hope this
can't.
apology ends with him saying he's sorry for making his parents' drapes gay, is what I'm really hoping how this ends. Okay, where were we? Okay, so we'll just pick it
Coming
up.
on my own belly is part of my culture.
Yeah. Were there times when I didn't have those options close at hand?
Having
Sure.
a dick is gay.
Sorry.
That's the hottest take.
Is having a dick gay?
Okay,
Is having a dick
that's
gay.
having a
that's
dick
an episode
gay.
name. It has to be that
That's
episode.
the episode. Fellas is having a
Having
dick.
You guys ever think about this shit, though, on your own?
No, I've never had that.
Every
problem.
goddamn day,
When you're
bro.
jerking off, you're also stroking a dick. You never think about that?
I mean, it's crossed my mind.
I've never had that thought.
I'm more
But not
focused
really,
on
not-
like the
it's not-
feeling. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
in my head really.
I mean, yeah, I'm there with you. I'm just saying, sometimes you think about these things in life. You know what I mean? You just.
Look, man, we can't all be thinking about, these existential,
Man.
philosophical
Yeah.
ideas like you, like, is having a dick gay?
I can't wait. I can't wait for the 2 paragraph.
Sorry, I'm not there intellectually, dude. Okay, we can't be
this
you,
is-
Daniel.
Yeah, I can't wait for the 2 paragraph Facebook post that's gonna drop tomorrow about how having a dick
Yeah.
is gay. Okay.
People have been trying to answer that question for
God.
thousands of years.
It'd be funny, like, for thousands of years, man has looked up to the stars and asked themselves, is having a dick gay? All right, sorry, Grant.
Okay. Did I jizz on the drapes because of that? I sure did. One clarification is it was mainly the drapes in my bedroom. I wasn't going around the house marking my territory on every curtain in sight.
That's good.
I also
Respectable man.
Yeah. I also need to apologize because many times there was dripping and the beautiful mid-century hardwood floors would receive a few drops.
You can wipe it up, though.
Jesus.
Man,
Give it a
This
little
is
wipe.
disgusting.
that's like a cartoonish amount of cum.
I know.
Also, I
dude.
do respect that this guy has his own territory, like, in his own home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where he's
Yeah.
like, my room, that's where I can come.
Mm-hmm.
Living room, no.
No, not well. Yeah, I don't know. It's
or at least not.
Okay,
draped
dripping on and the beautiful mid-century hardwood floors would receive a few drops. So I need to
beautiful
apologize.
That he felt so bad for that.
Dude, every single person who's written in so far
I feel
has
like it's
a
the same
degree in
person.
creative writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to apologize to my dad for telling him I spilled a candle next to the window in my room. That was a
Nice.
lie.
Yeah.
Keep up the podcast.
His dad knew.
I was gonna say, like, his dad has never jerked off on a hardwood floor. You know, like, come on.
Come on, grow up.
Yeah, he knows.
Grow up. You ever been gay and jerked off on a hardwood floor
Yeah.
with your dick because you have it? Come on, we all been there.
So that was it. That's
Okay.
Sorry to the parents in this situation. Do you guys want to add anything else onto
Yeah,
this
I'm just-
apology?
I'm sorry for the hardwood floors. I know that's a lot of work to put in. They're very expensive to
Oh
put in.
yeah,
And I
you
hope
just
that,
put in. You
Can
just
I-
put in.
Dude,
some-
that fucking sucked putting in those.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Did you want to say anything?
The drapes. I feel bad for the drapes.
Okay.
Feel bad for the drapes. Can I say I kind of feel him a little bit on like.
You can't do that actually.
Like I understand where he was coming from, as
Okay.
a high school as a young man, because when you jerk off
Yeah.
and you're not prepared, because sometimes it'll happen so spontaneously, and you didn't set up, you don't got an extra sock lying around, you don't have a tissue, you don't have a towel, and it's just like, damn, I can't just walk into the bathroom hard as hell right now.
Yeah.
Like
Especially if your parents are walking around, you know.
what I don't fuck with is the years of the drape use.
Okay,
But I get a handful of drape drape
Speaking of-
use.
It's not that hard to be prepared though.
Okay, real
Like,
quick though. Real
not,
quick
in my
tangent.
opinion.
That reminded me. Speaking of like privacy with jerking off, my fucking roommate has been doing this thing where he sleeps on the couch every night in the living room.
Where's this story going?
Now listen,
Yeah.
my
We're
wall.
in the roommate corner now. This is a new segment on the show where
He's
Ryan
right-
vents.
He gets into it every
behind me.
episode.
He's right behind me, right? So like some nights, I want to jerk off before I go to bed. I know he's right there though, and
in your bedroom?
yeah, he's looking over my.
What were you comparing this to? Like you
Well,
had
wait.
Okay,
So
all right.
he's
Nice.
he's in the other room. There's a wall. It's a thin wall, and it's night. It's like 1 a.m. Right? So there's no other sounds going on. So I'm all of a sudden I have to be like the Splinter Cell of jerking off, where I'm like a stealth expert. Like
Yeah.
can't even like no rustling with the pillow. I'm like managing my breathing up to like monk levels. Where it's just like. I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to watch porn with the volume on, and
Do
he
it.
should move
Yeah, do it.
out of
Do
his own
it.
house.
What's stopping you?
It's,
shame.
Yeah.
shame.
That is
I guess
definitely
shame
yeah.
mostly.
That's it, right?
Yeah, mostly shame. But also like, I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to, jerk off in
Dude,
my
you
own bed.
have headphones.
Yeah,
man.
headphones, dog.
Yeah, but
AirPods,
then
dog.
I get nervous that like I'm gonna be loud if I have the headphones on and I'm not constantly monitoring all sounds.
Ryan
Okay.
without
Every
headphones
Every
on.
time I jerk off,
where-
I pray that the air conditioner turns on. That's my only hope.
It's not that loud. It's just a
yeah, but that hum is enough to like cover up the rustling.
How
like
loud
how-
do you jerk off?
yeah,
Not very loud. I'm saying I'm like the Splinter Cell. of
Well, it's
jerking
funny
off.
to me that
Then
like you
It's
don't
those
have
pipe fitting jeans, man. Just fucking.
you don't have enough faith in yourself.
those pipe fitting jeans, man.
You don't have enough faith in yourself to think that like once you put the headphones on, all control will be gone, and you'll just be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, in terms of like, if I could compare it to something, I'm like a Christian person who's like, well, if you don't believe in God, you'd go around murdering people. It's like,
Wait, who's moaning in your scenario?
it would be Ryan.
Ryan,
He's
if he
got
has the
headphones
headphones
You
on.
moan when you jerk off?
yeah. No, but it's the breathing. You have those heavy those breaths, and then you hold your breath in because you're like, oh, I don't want to be loud,
Okay,
and then all of a
and
sudden
then you
you're,
put a
you're
belt
choking
around
to
you.
death.
Okay. Well, Ryan.
You're lightheaded. You're laying down.
Well, Ryan, when you're doing
Coming on your own belly, you leave it
You
there.
have a Ziploc baggie over your head.
Yeah.
when you're doing your like prison style workouts in your room,
Yeah.
because that's heavy breathing.
Yeah. That's like you know what I
That's
have been
not
doing?
that
You know what I
loud.
have been doing as a cover? I'll play like a video on YouTube about like the guy that threw a shoe at George W. Bush or something. So it's like a documentary playing, and it's like because if I'm my
And now
roommate,
it
And then just jerk off to that.
well, if I'm my
And Ryan's
roommate,
like, and a weird thing happened in my brain where now I can't come unless a man is throwing a
did you guys
shoe
see,
at George
did you guys
W.
see,
Bush.
by the way, this
Is that
such
guy
a
on
tangent.
Twitter?
He's on
Yeah.
Twitter, and anytime anyone mentions him, he'll retweet them and thank them.
yeah.
Does
Like,
it
they'll
they'll
be
be
like
the shoe?
the guy who threw the shoe at George W. Bush is on Twitter. Anytime anybody will be like, "Yo, that was awesome," that guy will retweet that tweet and be like, "Thank you, brother."
There was a great viral tweet that was like, the best thing about Twitter is that you'll bring up the guy who threw the shoe at George W. Bush, and then he'll pop up and be like, that was me. It's like, hell yeah.
And he does do that.
It's like the guy, there was a video that was circulating of a guy running after protesters with a sword in Houston and then just getting his shit absolutely stomped by like a group of
I
bunch of
remember that guy.
Yeah.
and then this video is like blowing up and going viral, and the next morning somebody posts, they're like, the funny thing about this video is that it's me. And it's just like,
Damn,
dude, bro, like,
I wish
just
the
sleep
lady
on
had-
that for a little while, like
Run that by in the DM room real
cloud
quick.
chasing.
Everyone
Like,
should
I'm
have
the
a
guy with
DM
the-
room who's on Twitter, because you gotta screen these things before
It's-
you put it out into the world.
That's hilarious because we just have different tiers of DM rooms where we're like, I'll take this draft to this DM room because I know they'll say I should tweet it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sending it to the ones I know will okay it.
Yeah. I just want people to okay my bad behavior.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like we should wrap up a little bit here. Daniel, do you have anything to plug? Do you have any shows coming up? Anything you
Yeah.
just want people to know about?
Any more information or misinformation
You want to spread.
that you want to spread? Anything at all?
I don't know. Huh?
Okay, well you're
I
doing.
thought I have to apologize to someone or something.
I
Apologize.
mean,
You
if
can
you want to
apologize if you
apologize,
want
If you have
to.
an apology
Now-
or
now
do you
you
want
want to
something?
demand an apology?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay, cool.
That actually that's very on brand with everything we've been going over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I guess before we get out of here, I do have a couple dates to plug. 22nd through the 26th of July. So what? Probably
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. So
Well, this is gonna come out on Thursday.
So
this
if you're
weekend.
listening to this during this week, I'll be at Mall of America hosting. I don't know who's there, but check that out.
Do you know what's funny about plugging dates right now is like, I don't want any of my friends and family to go to a show.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Listen, I'm trying to get that paycheck.
And there's also like a lot of people where I'm like, I don't really want this to be out there.
Okay, and then July 31st and August 1st, I'll be co-headlining Comedy Corner Underground if it's still open. So
Co-headlining with who?
I don't know. Originally, it was supposed to be Shelley Paul, who's a great local comic. I'm sure you can look things up. She has stuff online, I'm sure.
Hey, Shelley Paul on Twitter.
But she's a better person than me, and she was reluctant to do a show during coronavirus. I have no morals, so I said, keep me locked in, baby. Mm-hmm. So I don't know who it's going to be with now, but it should be good shows.
I'm July 31st. I'm at Sisyphus Brewing.
So you got to pick
Minneapolis.
one. You got to pick either me or Grant.
Wait, no, it's a
Yeah, July 31st and
that's
August
the
1st.
that's the day you're at CCU. All right. Well, yeah, I would not encourage anybody to come to either of these shows.
We're just
I don't
doing
even
this.
know
so,
why.
Yeah.
Why are we doing
Listen,
Well, Daniel made a good point for we're recording, I think, which is just like, I don't know, maybe the world ends in 6 months, so maybe these are the only shows you get
I
to
mean,
do.
there's going to be a
cares?
civil war, so
You know, maybe there is no. Maybe stand-up never fully comes back, so maybe just get it. Do it
I
while
do
you
think
can.
it's ending, man.
Maybe
I
it's
kind
all-
of do think it's ending.
Well,
It's
go
ending
to,
like this episode.
go to Bochella.
yeah.
Let's plug Bochella.
What date is that?
I got
July?
shows there. Bochella, come check it out.
Yeah, Daniel's
What's up?
headlining Bochella.
August 8th. I can't get the date out of my mind. I've
Okay.
watched the video so many
And
times.
I think there's only like
Can we close this episode with the video
yeah,
or
we
something
could,
like
yes,
that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Maybe do like part of the video while we were talking about it, but then close it out with the entirety of this video because it's fucking insane. I don't even have a good joke on it.
Well, it doesn't. Again, we found ourselves at a place where it's pointless to do parody or satire because the reality is the funniest version of.
It is pretty fun.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, yeah. Go to Bochella.
man, those guys rule.
Yeah.
It's the most irresponsible thing you could be doing. Even if coronavirus weren't a thing, I would be like, nah, it seems like a
Yeah,
bad
it seems
idea.
like a bad
You
idea.
will get date raped.
Yeah.
Man, woman, child, doesn't matter.
Anyone. All right.
Here we go. So yeah, go follow We Cool Podcast at We Cool Podcast on all social media. Subscribe to our YouTube. We're trying to do that more and more. Rate us 5 stars on Apple podcasts. And that's
One
all
more
right.
thing, and so rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcast, and look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you're doing a good job.
Yes,
and
that's
that
right.
You love yourself.
And if it's 1 star, clarify.
then
it's
you know
me.
what? Actually, if
tell
you
us
do
it's Tommy.
rate us 1 star, I have an addendum. Look yourself in the mirror.
And
Ask
say-
yourself why you're such a hateful asshole.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
And
Exactly.
you can follow me on Instagram at Daniel ROFL.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, we
You
gotta
got
get you on
something to
Twitter
plug?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get on Twitter.
We got to get the Take Man on Twitter.
But takes how you get followers and all that. What do you do?
We'll
We'll
help
put you in a
We'll
DM
help.
room, and then you send your tweets in there. Those people like them.
Wait, Ryan. We don't want to give these tips out for
Yeah,
free.
yeah,
to the
Yeah,
public.
actually, this is part of our Patreon.
Bleep that out. Bleep
Yeah.
that out.
All right.
This is inside
yeah.
baseball.
All right. Yep. Thanks, everybody.
All right, see ya.
Yep.
Fucking bye.
See ya.
Thanks,
Peace.
Daniel.
Welcome to Bocello. Welcome to the first floor, also known as the leather room. Feel free to take a load off, have a little bit of conversation, get comfortable. Maybe get intimate, maybe even record a podcast. All right. Welcome to the All My Dogs Eat buffet. We're very excited about this. If you're a ticket purchaser at Bocello, you're a dog. Therefore, all our dogs eat. All our dogs die.
I say we clear all of this out of here.
Yeah, get the chairs
Get
out.
this all out of here.
Yeah, maybe have it on the side here.
Yeah, boys got to dance.
Boys gotta dance here. I'm gonna be full on sprint. Right here. Right here. Alright? That's gonna happen.
Yeah. Or sandstorm sprinting.
Yeah, sandstorm sprint. Here's one of the coolest parts. Follow me. Kind of the sneakiest part of this boat here. Little open front deck here. Grab your girl, grab your honey. Titanic, baby. That's all it is.
There could be a couple proposals on this boat.
Yeah. All right, so we're thinking probably band over there, Andrew.
I think the band's here slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass, man. Okay, so the band's gonna be there.
Right.
That means the dance circle's probably gonna be
In this area right here. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Probably just
Open rooftop. We're going to get our tan on all day long. What do you say, Deck?
look. All I gotta say is you gotta be wearing these sunglasses. That way you can look directly into the sun at all times. Let's get after it.